Man City is still finished. Pep Guardiola is still finished. Yes. I was wrong. Thank God I was wrong. I've never been this happy that I'm wrong about something in my entire life. I was genuinely scared, petrified last week that they were back, but they're not. I was wrong about Ryan, Shaki, and Stu that can only perform against tired legs. I told you people last week, if they brought him on as a sub, you have 1 goal or 1 assist now, and they'll come out and tell me it's the next Lionel Messi. Yes! Vets just going to perform against Newcastle. I'm happy I was wrong about this Trafford too. He's good with his hands, yes, he's good with his saves, but he cannot use his feet to save his life. I don't even think that brother will see playing time again this season. Straight to the bench. He was the worst player on the pitch today. He made so many mistakes. He was not confident with his feet at all. What a conundrum. What a dilemma Pep Guardiola has. Ederson is very good with his feet. The best in the world, in fact, you can say with his feet. But with his hands, he's only Trafford. Ederson is not good with his hands. Yes! Tijani Power Rangers. Nothing today. Thank God. We thank God. I was scared. Pep Guardiola, he deserved this. And this Trafford should have gotten a red card. He deserved a red card for that foul. Even the Poro, you can argue that it's a penalty, but that one, okay, I can follow and argue. But that Trafford on Kudus, he deserved a red card. Because of how much Kudus was balling yet again, he wanted to injure my boy Kudus. But he failed. That midfield of Papesa, Paulinho, Bentancur, they absolutely swallowed Man City's midfield. They couldn't do anything. The pressing from Thomas Frank, I told you, this Thomas Frank Tottenham is a different Tottenham. I said it. This guy with the players he had at Brentford, look at what he was doing. He made them a constant Premier League team, a mid-table team. With the resources he had, barely any signings and losing his players. But now at Tottenham, with resources being backed, the Premier League is in trouble. But I thank God. God, I thank you. Ogenemingo. Ha! All the evil Pep Guardiola has done to me, he deserves this downfall. And we saw Man City's downfall in this, their beautiful home kit I cannot get from the Adcast Tech Store. Man City home away or third kit, or the Tottenham home away kit, all available at the Adcast Tech Store. Just go to our website or message us on WhatsApp with this phone number above. Delivery is worldwide. Ha! Pep, for all the things you have done to me in this life, you deserve this. You deserve this. Let's talk about the whole game. Let's talk about everything that happened. That first half, yeah, the game as a whole was boring. Like, to me, it was boring. Maybe it was interesting to some of it, but I didn't really enjoy it. But then, the first half just showed that we're watching a new Tottenham. The first half just showed that this Man City's defense is still not 100%. It's still not ready to compete. Pep Lenders, Abiranda, what's that his name? Liverpool's former manager. Don't worry, Man City fans, you learn. I suffered this thing at the club for so long. The only two things that saved us were Alisson and Van Dijk in that high line. You have to have a defender that will lead the high line with a very high IQ and a goalkeeper that can save 1v1s to save his life. That is what Alisson was doing. That's his bread and butter. Those guys together prevented like maybe 15 goals a season from those loopholes in the team. The high line was constantly being exploited. And for the first goal, it was exploited for Brennan Johnson, who was there at the back post to tap it in. That Brennan Johnson, that's the only thing he knows how to do. That back post tapping is his bread and butter. Once the ball is there to be tapped in, he'll be there to tap it in. And Richarlison found him beautifully. He was 100% onside. John Stones, his right foot, that was at the back, kept him onside. He got the ball and squared it to Brennan Johnson. And that was 1-0. And from that point on, City really didn't create anything. Second half, I think they had only 1 or 2 shots on target. And both of the shots were like to the goalkeeper's stomach. One was a header from Rodri, I think, and the other one was a shot from Foden. I didn't even know that Foden still used to play football. I haven't forgotten about that Foden. I forgot that he used to play football. You get me now? So after that, that's going back to the first half. After that, Manchester City didn't create anything. The only good chance that they had in that first half came from Shaki when he crossed the ball to Haaland and Haaland missed it. I was even saying Haaland is back. Salah might not see golden boot. I still believe Haaland is probably back, but I don't know why Haaland was trying to do the thing of dropping deep. Go back to the box, little bro. You're not a Ketike. It's a Ketike that has that technical ability to drop back and dribble and do all those beautiful tippy-tappy stuff. You get me now? But yeah, I saw him doing that in the first half and I was kind of confused. I don't think that's his forte. Obviously, I still believe he's probably the best striker in the world, but that's not his forte. This whole team, what I'm seeing right now on my screen is just orange house. All of them orange, 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 and red. Nobody has a rating higher than orange. Unfortunately for Man City, I think they are destined not to have a good left back because I knew who was doing well, got an injury, and he went off. But Ake actually came on and did well as well. I think the positives for Man City fans from this game is that Rodri came off the bench and he still looked solid. His past selection was one of the best. In fact, he came off the bench and looked like he didn't look like he had been injured for like a year. He didn't look like that. Bernardo Silva was I don't know the right adjective to use. He was beyond horrible from the bench. I genuinely don't know how this guy is playing for City in 2025. That's just to show you how far they are falling. Nathan Ake was good off the bench. Phil Foden was actually decent. He tried to make stuff happen, but nothing too crazy. Doku. I can't believe that I was reading some things and there are some Man City fans in their fan base that prefer Doku to what's his name? Rodrigo. That they should not sign Rodrigo, they don't need him. I don't think people understand how good Rodrigo is. I know, yes, the stats are not in his favor, but from what me I've watched, this is a player that I've watched and I can vouch for. I know that anybody that gets him on that left wing and gives him constant playing time on the left wing, honestly, you have one of the best left wingers in the world. I can honestly justify. That's why I'll be happy if Liverpool goes for him too. If I cannot get Isak this transfer window, go for my Rodrigo. Bring him in, and you see magic. Now that Arsenal have signed Eze, Savinho will probably go to Man City. And then Savinho will probably go to Tottenham. And then Rodrigo goes to Man City. It's a domino effect. And I don't know why some Man City fans are saying they don't want Rodrigo. That's very weird to me. But then, Tottenham side of things, I've said it that this is one of the best sides in the Premier League. When I made my season predictions, I put Tottenham in the top 4, I think, or top 5 at least. I put them in Champions League places. And maybe that's even too low. Maybe I underrated them. Because when it comes to structure, when it comes to playing as a team, this season they have looked like the most structured team. They have played the most defined football. Back-to-back games. First game against Burnley, okay, that's the team I think will get relegated. Fine. But today against Manchester City, an old taker, yes, but still one of the best teams in the land, with one of the best managers of all time. They absolutely humbled them. At no point did the Tottenham defense look like they were under serious threat. At no point. That centre-back pairing of Mickey Van de Ven and Romero, amazing. Tenacious. Romero is a beast. Like, he's a serious beast. Van de Ven, an absolute speedster. There was this block he made on which shot? Who took that shot? I don't know, I've forgotten, but it was in the second half where he just slid and blocked the shot. Romero had his moments too. And it's just a crazy ass strong defense. Vicario in the post as well. Made some very good saves. Okay, there was this save that he made. It was Mamouche. Okay, Mamouche had a 1v1 too, I think, with Vicario. And Vicario made a very, very good save. He rushed out of the box and he just hit him on his chest. Then Jed Spence pocketed Oscar Bob today. I was so surprised. Jed Spence did well. You know, for a right-footed player playing left back, he looked so comfortable in that position. Poro was pissing me off, I can't lie. Look, my problem with Poro is he's a very good player. He's a very good crosser of the ball. But sometimes he forgets he's a right back and he's trying to do too much. There was one time that there was an open pass. Was it to Pape Matesa? This guy wanted to dribble through the midfield and go where now? Pass your ball. Sometimes he just overdoes it for me. Maybe it's just me. But sometimes it vexes me so much. Paulian was covering every blade of grass today. Every single point on that pitch, Paulian was there. What a performance from him today. Absolutely impressive. The fact that they got him on a loan and the deal is not that expensive it can end up being a steal from Tottenham. His passing was also decent. Obviously, passing is not Paulian's forte, but his passing was decent today. But his defensive play was more than impressive to me. Bentancur was good. That pivot was so good. They didn't start. Both of them didn't start in their last game against Burnley. I think that they played a midfield of forgotten this boy's name. Archie Gray, Bergvall started in that game as well. This guy just started in this game. But Pape Matesa in this more advanced role, under Postecoglou and before towards the end of Postecoglou, he moved him forward actually. But in this more advanced role, Pape Matesa is looking like one of the most dynamic midfielders in the Premier League. His ball carrying, his passing, he has an eye for goal. Very, very good midfielder. Mohamed Kudus, you guys already know. I can say this confidently anytime. After Mohamed Salah, this is probably my favorite African player. I love this boy so much. I love his style of play. I love his strength. You know, as a winger, he might have one of the strongest back-to-goal play. He might one of the strongest players in the world. On the ball and off the ball, his work rate is amazing. What a player, man. Crazy that Tottenham had a free run to him, but I wish him all the best. I hope he fully flourishes at that club. Brennan Johnson got his goal, but outside his goal, he annoys me as a player, to be honest. And Richarlison is looking much better on that Thomas Frank. To the Man City side of things, Rodri needs to come back into this team. I think Ederson will probably start against Brighton in their next match. Rico Lewis as well didn't have a great game, but nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. I just think, what does this mean now for the title race? I still feel I don't know how to not put Man City in the title race based on all the things Pep Guardiola has done to me. I genuinely don't. I actually don't want to be scared of them. I actually want to forget Man City exists. But all the things that Pep has done to me in his evil ways, it just keeps haunting me. It haunts me every day. I've suffered in this man's hand. I've lost 2 titles with 1 point. I mean, like, man, I don't know. I don't know, but honestly, to be a title or like be a title favorite, I believe you have to be one of the best in either attack or defense. I think the best defense in the league is Arsenal. The best attack in the league is Liverpool. Man City don't have the best midfield in the league currently. Maybe if Rodri comes back, and Rodri comes back, I don't think they still will. So that's why I'll probably put Liverpool and Arsenal ahead. Last week, maybe I was just overreacting because Wolves is a relegation for that team. I believe they'll get relegated. Wolves and Burnley and West Ham, those are the 3 teams I think I put in my relegation. I think they will go down. But this Man City, this side, I don't know. It doesn't strike that same fear in me. The only players right now that this club that's like, for me, are world beaters, certified world beaters, it's only Haaland. There's nobody else that is proven as a world beater. Like, absolutely nobody else. That defense is shaky. The defense is very shaky. Like, Tottenham won today, but they were not mind-blowingly good. Tottenham did not blow my mind today, and they still won. So that's just to tell you the level at which they are. Look, in any case, whether that was Pep Guardiola's last trophy or whatever, the last Premier League he won. I mean, 5 in 7 years, or how many is it? 6? I don't know how many he has won, but he still remains probably the greatest manager of all time. So he has nothing to prove on that front, but I'm just glad that he's finished. I thank God that he's finished. I thank God that Man City is finished because I've suffered in their hands and people do not understand. Man City has used my eye to see shaking in this life, so my hate for them is eternal. Let me tell you, this is probably the club I know I hate the most out of any club. What they have done to me in this life, you people don't understand, so just take it like that. But genuinely, Man City, are we ready to say they are not title contenders? Is Man City in the top 4 race this season? I'll give you my answer by maybe match week 5 to 7. Thereabout, I'll give you my answer. But for now, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. The 4 teams I believe, like, scare me in the Premier League are Liverpool. Liverpool is my club, obviously. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man City. Those are the teams that, I genuinely believe might have a shot at the title. But if I'm narrowing it down, I'll probably choose Liverpool and Arsenal. Those are the 2 teams I believe that can do it the most. So, Man City is finished. That's the title of the video. Obviously, when I say finished, I don't mean they're getting relegated, but you know how good they were. I mean, this is a treble winning side. I mean, thank God for life. So I was alive. I was alive to see Man City be like this. Thank God. Please go and shop at the Adika Stick Store. If you watch the video up to this point, do make sure you like the video, you subscribe and share. We are so close to 40,000 subscribers. If you subscribe, it will mean a lot to us. It will be a huge boost for us in our hunt, in our search for 100,000 subscribers, and our search for that YouTube beautiful plaque. So that we'll hang this somewhere in the studio. You get me? So thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts about Man City in the comments. Who was my man of the match today? Probably a Tottenham player. I'll give it to Paulinho. So comment Paulinho in the comment section if you watch this video up to this point. Like you finish this video up to here. 40 minutes, you are still here. Put Paulinho in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm bouncing out. Adika takes it out.